ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकाकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेषु विज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, chapter 9, verse number 8. These are prayers of Sri Prahlad to Lord Sri Nrsimhadev after he has killed his father, and he was in angry mood, so he was requested by Brahma to approach the Lord and propitiate him. So Prahlad went near him and fell on the ground. The Lord was immediately transformed in his heart, and he put his merciful lotus hand on the head of Prahlad and then lifted him up. So Prahlad, his heart was full of love, his voice was choking, so he recited these words. ब्रह्मादयः सुरगणा मुनियोऽथ सिद्धा सत्त्वैकतानमतयो वचसां प्रवाहै नाराधितुं पुरगुणैरघ्नातिपितृः किं तोष्टुमर्हति समे हरिउग्रजातेः। So Prahlad, he speaks in great humility. He says that even great personalities like Brahma, who are sattva ekatanamati, who are always situated in sattva, very pure-hearted, and Brahma directly born from Lord himself. So even they are unable to propitiate you, satisfy you. Naradhitum purusha gunairadhanapi putru. So how is it possible for me to please you, Lord Hari? Because I am born in an Ugra Jati. I am born in an Asuric family. So how can I satisfy you with my words when great personalities like Brahma, Devas like Indra, the sages, Munis, and Siddhas, Gandharvas, Vidyadharas, all these people, they with their flow of beautiful words, they cannot please you, they cannot satisfy you. So what is my qualification? I don't have any such qualification. I am a young boy, I am not educated, I am born in a demoniac family, Asura Ugra Jati. So how is it possible? So he speaks first in a very humble mood. So Sri Vishnu Chakravarti says, Bho Duravagam Ashcharya Prabhu. So he says that, O Lord, you are the greatest wonder, and it is impossible to understand. Duravagam means not possible to comprehend or fathom you. Why? Maikam gunam alambya kripayasi. That you are giving your grace through Maik, material qualities. Because he is considering himself as a materialist, and yet you are giving your grace to me. And people like Brahma, they are even scared to come near you. So Brahmadeti Sattvikatvamupi na te kripaya karanam kim punas tamsatvam mitya. So they are sattvic, all these sages. So urdham gachanti sattvastha madhya tishtanti rajaka. People in upper planetary system, they are sattvic. More sattvic than here. So I am born in a low family to an asura, which are tamasic. So then how is it that I am getting the grace? Satveshu dharma jnana tapassu eva ekatana ananya vritti materiyeshu. So people like Brahma, they are always fixed in qualities like dharma, jnana, tapasya. They have a very balanced life, very austere, devoted to knowledge, study of Vedas, and following the principles of dharma. So their mind does not move to anything else. And yet you are not pleased with them, which means that you don't give your grace to them. Kin punar adharma gyan vishaya bhoge tan matiyo vayamati. So by this he is saying that what is the comparison? When we see people like Brahma and then I see my own self, I am not a dharmic person, I don't have knowledge, I am not austere, and we are all engaged in sense pleasures, being asuras, because that's what asuras are. Asun ramta iti asura, those who take pleasure only in material life, that's what an asura is. Because asura means to consider body itself as the Atma. They are called asuras. It's story in the Upanishad that once Virochana and Indra, they went to learn about the self from Brahma, because they heard that there is some tattva, some knowledge. And if you know that, then everything else becomes known. So they both approached Brahma for this. And after 32 years, Brahma gave them the first lesson. He took them near a lake. And he said that, what do you see? He said, look into the lake. What do you see? He says, we see ourselves. So then he said, okay, now you decorate yourself nicely and come back. So they went and they decorated, put garland, helmet. He says, now what do you see? He says, we see ourselves decorated. He says, so now you know what is self. You wanted to know what is self? That's what self is. So they both were very happy. They left. So Indra, while he was going back, he started thinking that how this body can be self. It undergoes modifications, and self is not supposed to undergo modifications. So he came back, but Virochana, he went and he declared to all that look, it's very simple. The body is the self. So that's what an asura is. So therefore he says that bhogaik tanamatiyo vayam. And these people like Brahma, etc., they are fixed in dharma, in sattvic activities, and we are fixed in tamasic and rajasic activities. Ekatano ananya vritti iti amara. The word ekatana means fixed. Nacha kevalam stuti vadanam eva tat prasadakatvam nityaha vachram prabha. And it is also not true that you give your grace to people who praise you, who recite prayers. He says these people, they recite so much. So, vachsam pravahim, but you will not please them. Puru gunai dhvani guna alankari yuktai. And very nice poetry they composed, which has all the ornaments of poetry. So you are not pleased with that. Pravaha pakshe swachhatva shatya madhurya pavitriadi. And they were also reciting it with a great flow in sweet voice, proper pronunciation. So still, you are not pleased with them. Aradhitum sveshu santoshitum ityat. So this was not cause of your pleasure. Na pipru na shaknuvan ityat. But I have none of these qualities. Me maityartha ugrajatar mahatamasajat. I belong to the most tamasic species. So how can I be? So Prahlad, in his first verse of his prayer, he is basically showing his humility. That is the quality of a devotee. He is very humble. He could have also spoken some other things, but he is only talking about his basically low birth. Manye dhanabhijan rupa tapah shrutojas tejat prabhava bala paurusha buddhi yoga naradhanai bhavanti parasya punsha bhaktya tutosha bhagavan bhagavithapaya. So he says that the only thing which can please you is bhakti. Naradhanahi bhavanti parasya punsha. So nothing else can really please you or worship you except devotion or love. Otherwise, if somebody is rich or born in a high class family, beautiful, very austere, learned, and good senses, has prowess and very influential physical strength, and can perform a lot of endeavor, intellect and meditation. All these things, he says, cannot please you if they are devoid of bhakti. So bhaktya tutosha. The Lord is pleased only by bhakti. And he gives an example of Gajayuthapaya. He gives the example of Gajendra. The elephant, the king of the elephant, says you were pleased. He was not born in any high class family, nor he had any knowledge. He was austere. None of these things. He was not rich. So, but he prayed to you out of devotion, which he carried from his past life, and you appeared to save him. So therefore he says that only bhakti can please him, nothing else. Nacha bahu dhan pradhanadi bhistvam tushyasi ityaha mannid. So you cannot be pleased by giving a lot of wealth, etc. Sometimes you give some wealth, money to somebody, the person is pleased. You give some nice gift. So he says that is not pleasing to you if this is not done with devotion. Because people also try to give gifts so that they can take some advantage. Abhijanam satkule janma. Abhijana means birth in a high family. Ojaha indriya napanyam. Word oja means expert senses. Tejaha kanti. Teja means glow, beauty. Prabhava pratapa. And prabhava means influence. Paurusha udyama. And the ability to work hard. Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga. Yoga means the Ashtanga Yoga. Karma Yoga or Jnana Yoga. So he says all these yogas also, if they do not have bhakti in them, then it is not possible to please him. So naskarmam api achyut bhav varjitam nashobhate jnanam alam niranjanam kutah punah shashvada bhadramishara nacharpatam datyakaram. So whether it is karma or jnana, if they are devoid of bhakti, then nashobhate jnanam alam niranjanam. It is not very auspicious, means it cannot give its own result. So bhakti atushyati kevalam natu. Lord is pleased only by bhakti and not by anything else. Tarhi kenaham santushyami ityaha bhakti. So Lord asks then what will please me? Then he says bhakti. Tatosha iti bhuta nirdeshena natra kapi annatha yuktiran anveshtavya. So he gives an example of Gajendra, and this example is from the past. So that is to signify that it is already the proof. If he gives example something which may happen now or in future, that may not prove it, but because there is an example which happened in the past, so one should not think that it is wrong what he is saying. Kintu bhavata svabhave vayam bhaktir va kapi adbhuta shakti riti. Says this is indeed your very nature, and this suggests that bhakti has some very special potency in it, which pleases the Lord. Tena cha tvat अन्यथानुपत्या मय्यपि Sri Narad Kripod Bhuto Bhakti Gandho Vartate iti Vyanyata. So by this he is implying that since Lord is pleased only by bhakti, then what it is signifying is that I must also have little bhakti in me. Otherwise, how is it that you are pleased with me? And that bhakti I got by the grace of my Guru, Sri Narada. Because he does not have any of these qualities. In any way these qualities are not instrumental in pleasing the Lord, then what has pleased him says it's the bhakti which I got by the grace of Sri Narada. So then he continues. Viprad Vishad Gunayutadaravindanabha Padaravindagamukha Chapacham Varishtam Manye Tadarpit Manovachane Hitartha Pranam Punati Sakulam Bhurimana. He says that a person who has 12 good qualities and is born in a Brahmana family but is not devoted to the lotus feet of the Lord. So he says that better than such a person is a person who may be born in a dog-eater's family but has offered his mind, body, speech only for the sake of the Lord. So he is better, he is superior to such a Brahmana who has all the wonderful qualities, austerity, knowledge, following the dharma, principles of dharma, etc. He may have all these good qualities but is not devoted. So then he says his good qualities have no meaning. Why is that? So he says because this person who is born in a dog-eater's family, he can purify his whole dynasty. But the Brahmana cannot purify even himself, non-devotee Brahmana. So this is again to show the importance of bhakti, and this is what he wants to show. Prahlad is an example, he is an exemplary devotee. So he is showing the importance, the greatness of bhakti and comparing it. Because you can, if somebody has a good character, born in a good family and is also devotee, the Lord is pleased with him, then one may think it is because of these other qualities. So therefore he puts such a contrast, that one who has all wonderful qualities but not devotee, and on the other side somebody does not have all these good material qualities but is devoted, his mind, body, speech, everything is offered to the Lord. So he says that is better than such a person. So this is what Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita. Apichayet suduracharo bhajte ramananya bhag sadhurev samantavya samyak vavashita. Even if one has very immoral behavior but it's fixed in devotion, then he should be considered as a sadhu, because he is rightly placed. His mind is fixed on the right thing. And he will also give up this immoral behavior, because why would he engage in that? So that is the greatness of bhakti. So many times this question is raised that if there are non-devotees and they have nice character, and then there are devotees who don't have good character, so who is better? So devotee is better. Of course, devotee must be true devotee, as per the definition, which means that he or she must be truly devoted to the Lord. If they are not devoted and making only a show, then that is a different story. So Sri Vishwanath says, Kimanyad Vaktavyam Bhakti Bhav Sad Bhavabhyam Eva Vivichyate. So he makes a distinction between two persons who have bhakti and who don't have bhakti. Bhakti hinat viprat abhi swapacham varishtham mani. Says, I consider a dog eater who is a devotee better than person who is born in a Brahmana or who is a Brahmana, qualified, but devoid of bhakti. So such a person is better than Brahmana. Kimuta Kshatriya Adibhya. Then naturally he is better than Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras, who are not devoted. Tatrapi Dvishat Purvokta Dhanadiyo Dvadas Gunastayit. And on top of that, this Brahmana is not an ordinary Brahmana, but he has these 12 qualities which were listed in the previous verse. So he is wealthy, born in a high family, beautiful, austere, learned, good senses, influential, physically strong, hardworking, intelligent, also engaged in yoga. So he has all these qualities, but not devoted to the Lord. Kimuta Sapta Ashta Tri Chaturadi Gunyukta. So if this is the situation with the Brahmana with all 12 qualities, that even a dog eater is better, then what to speak of Brahmana who does not have 12 qualities, who have maybe 5-6 qualities or even less, 2-3. And what to speak, somebody is not even a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, not devoted. So a Swapacha, a dog eater, is considered as the lowest person in Vedic culture. Why? You have any doubt? There are still people who eat dog. Go to Manipur, you will not find a dog in the street. Then we'll go to China. They can eat anything which moves.
They are planning to export our dogs from India to China.
Yeah?
Yeah. They're planning to export them to China.
The dogs?
Yeah. In Chandigarh, they are already doing it.
People can make money on anything.
But you know what they eat, the dogs?
So that's why they are the lowest. Now you can understand. So, Kimuta taram tattad gunhinat tatrapi varishtatama atishayana dikame. So, certainly this person, Swapacha, is better than all these people if he is better than even a Brahmana with 12 qualities. Sanata sujatokta dvadasva guna drashtavya. Then he says that these 12 qualities, first he refers to those mentioned in the previous verse, and then he says that you can also consider 12 qualities which are spoken by Sanat Sujat in Mahabharata. There is a dialogue between Sanat Sujat and Dhritarashtra. So taduktam, there it is said, Jnanam cha satyam cha damah srutascha Imatsaryam hi astiti kshanasuya yagyascha danascha dhriti samascha mahavrata dvadasha brahmanasya. So these are 12 considered as the great vows of the Brahmana. So number 1, to acquire knowledge, be truthful, control mind, study of the Vedas, non-envious, modest, tolerant, non-envious, performing yajnas, giving charity, being forbearing, control of senses. These are considered as the 12 good qualities of Brahmanas. Arvindaiti tena jnana yogadi sattve api vipro bhagavad vimukho noichyate iti matam parasta. So he says that those people who say that a Brahmana, if he has jnana, if he has yoga, he is not called non-devotee. He says this opinion is refuted by Brahmana. So this because somebody is performing yajna and studying the Vedas is not considered as devotee. He is not really engaged in bhakti. Swapacham kidrisham tasmin arvindanabhe arpita manabhe. So of course this dog eater does not mean any dog eater, but a dog eater who has offered everything to the Lord beginning with his mind. So obviously he is not eating dogs now, he is only born in that family. Why would he eat? Tam ihitam karma artho dhanam vipra varishtatva. So his actions, his wealth, his possessions, everything he offers to the Lord. So viprad varishtatva hetu, why is he superior to such a vipra described earlier? Sasvapachaha kulam swiyam sarvameva panati. He says that he purifies his whole family. Bhurimano lokeshu adro yasya tatha bhutopi sati vipra atmanam punati. And on the other hand, the Brahmana, although he is honored by people in society, he is Bhuriman. Everybody gives him respect because he is learned, he is austere, he is truthful, he has all these good qualities. But he is impure. And he cannot purify even himself. So that means the real impurity is non-devotion. People always talk about purifying the heart. That if you do pranayam, it will purify your heart, or if you do this vrata, it will purify your heart. So what is the impurity of heart? First we have to know that. So impurity of heart is not surrendering to the Lord. And as long as one has that, one is impure no matter what one does. And if one has surrendered, then one is pure. And it doesn't matter what one does. So they are saying that Naradhito yadi hari tapsa tatkim Aradhito yadi hari tapsa tatkim. That if you have not worshipped Lord Hari, what is the use of austerity? And austerity also signifies everything else. High birth, knowledge, study of the Vedas, doing yajnas. So if you don't worship the Lord, if you are not devoted to the Lord, what is the use? And aradhito yadi hari tapsa tatkim. And if you are worshipping the Lord, what is the use of doing tapasya? So that means the important thing is devotion to God and not anything else. And other things, if they are helpful in becoming devotee, then they are valuable. But if they are not assisting in one becoming devoted to God, or maybe rather being obstacle or obstruction, then they don't have any value. They are useless. This is the conclusion. Bhaktinasya ita guna garvaeva bhavanti natu shuddhaye iti Sri Swamacharya. Sridhar Swami has also commented on this verse that if one is not a devotee, then all these qualities which are listed, they will only increase his pride. And if they will increase his pride, then that is the impurity. So instead of purifying, they will actually pollute him more. He is already polluted because of non-devotion. And now, if he gets all these things, then he will become even more polluted. So in Hitopdesh it is said that high birth, youthfulness, wealth, and ignorance, each one of them is a cause of trouble. And what if one has all of them together? So, but they can be good if one is devoted. So, vidya vivadaya dhanam madaya shakti paresham paripirnaya kalasya sadhav vipritam etam jnanaya danaya. So he says that the khala, a non-devotee, uses his knowledge only to argue with others, vidya vivadaya. And dhanam madaya, if he has wealth, he becomes proud. And shakti paresham paripirnaya. And if he has shakti, power, then he only troubles others with that. But if one is a devotee, then it is different. Then he says, jnanaya danaya cha rakshana. Then he uses his wealth, his knowledge to educate others, his wealth to give charity, and his power to give protection. So this is the opposite. So similarly here also, if one has these characteristics, they are nice characteristics, but if one is not devoted to God, then one is just going to misuse them. So the conclusion is that what is good or what is bad, it depends on the person himself or herself. So Shastram, Shastram, Veena, Nari. So Shastra, weapon, musical instruments, guitar. So they show their good or bad side depending on whether they are in the hand of a good person or a bad person. So therefore the most important quality to be acquired in bhakti. That's the conclusion. When bhakti is there, then everything will become good. When bhakti is not there, then nothing is good. Everything will be a source of trouble, problem. This is what the modern society is missing. They are making so many efforts, so many programs, social programs, programs for bringing peace, happiness, welfare organizations. So all this thing does not work. Still there is crisis everywhere. Because, bhakti. So bhakti is the root, the source of all good qualities. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavatya kinchana sarve guna tatra samasato sura prahladam sarvsevis hara bhaktasya kuto mahad guna Manorathena dhavito asati dhavito. So where are the good qualities in a person not devoted to the Lord? What is his good quality? Nothing. All these good qualities are only for sense pleasure, which only leads to bondage and pollution. Pollution inside, pollution outside. So now the level of pollution signifies level of non-devotion. So you can also see in India so much pollution here because people are non-devoted. Previously India was a clean country, people were devoted. And they polluted all the rivers, ponds, roads, everything. So if mind is polluted, it will only create pollution. Naivatmana prabhurayam nidalabhapurno manam janada vidusha karuno nite yadi ajjano bhagavate vidadhita manam tachatmane pratimukhasya thamukhashri. So he says that Lord actually is not in need of anything. Nijalabhapurna. He is completely satisfied by himself. And therefore he doesn't need, he does not take anything from anyone. So especially people who are avidusha, ignorant, especially ignorant about devotion, then he does not accept their honor, their respect or whatever they have. Because he does not need. Only when love is there, then he can accept. Only he doesn't need. But love creates need in him. Because of love he becomes hungry. Like he went to Vidura's house. He said, I am hungry, give me something. And he was eating the peels of banana. And saying, this is the most tasty fruit I have eaten. So otherwise he is in his labhapurna. Otherwise he told him, Duryodhana, why shall I come and eat? I am not hungry. So tasmadaham yadyajjano bhagavate vididhitamana tachatmane pratimukasya thamukasya. So actually when we give honor, respect to God, to Krishna, then it only benefits us. It's like if you stand in front of the mirror and you decorate your face, then it decorates the reflection also, the image. So Lord is like the face and we are like the reflection. So if we decorate Him, then we get decorated. If we respect Him, we become respected. So pratimukhasya yatha mukhashri. That's why the beauty of the face reflects in the beauty of the image. Like that, devotion, love shown to Him comes back to you. Nanu tarhi श्रवण कीर्तन अर्हणादि भीर मत सम्माननम ही भक्ति तयैव तुष्यामि न तु तपः श्रुतादि भी पुण्यनिष्ठै गुणै इति चेत मम स्वार्थ परत्वं प्रसक्तम तत्राह नहीं निमित्ते. So as if Lord is saying that because you are saying that I am pleased only with bhakti and not by all these qualities, tapasya, wealth, high birth, control of mind, senses, etc. And I am pleased only by actions of hearing, chanting, worship, etc., in which honor is given to me. Because chanting is about Him, hearing is about Him, worshipping is about Him, so He is getting honored. So He is pleased. If you do tapasya, it has nothing to do with Him. So that means I am very selfish. I only want that you glorify me, please me, worship me. Man bana bhavmad bhakta madhyaji man namaskaru. Bow down to me, and I am not pleased with anything else. So I must be very proud, very selfish, egocentric, right? That everybody should worship me, everybody should fall at my feet. So then Prahlad said, no, that's not true. I am Prabhu Ishwaro Bhagwan Atmana Swayam Manam Sammanam Janatyan Matra Punemrini. It says, Lord, He does not accept honor from people, ordinary people. So the ordinary people give you respect, you don't accept it. If they are not doing it from heart. Avidusha, what type of people? Those who are avidusha. So ignorant. Tadapekshaya brahmadi stam paryantah sarveva jano hi avidvan. So in comparison to the Lord, everybody is ignorant, whether it's ordinary people or even Brahma. Nahi shastradi vidya gyan sunya jan kritam samman bhavya kaschit granati iti man agrahane jannistho gyan lakshana dharma. So he says, those who do not have the knowledge of the Shastra, their respect I do not accept, Lord does not take it. So this is because of their ignorance. Tatritvannishtho dharmopi hetur asti yaha nijlavena purna. And the real reason for that is that you are already full in yourself. But you are compassionate. Karunaha kripalusan vrinite chayat. Kutashid vrinite iti drishyate. So although you don't need anything, you are completely satisfied in yourself, still you accept out of your compassion, not because somebody is giving and you need it. Tattam anugrihitam evaiti. And this is only to bless that person. Man grahane api karunatva lakshana tvam nishtho dharma eva heturasti. So even while accepting honor, respect, worship, it is only your karuna, your grace which is instrument. That means if Lord is accepting our respect, our obeisance, this is also His grace. Usually if you give respect to somebody, that person feels happy, and that means you have become the cause of his happiness. But he is saying that Lord is happy by Himself, and He does not need anybody's respect. But out of His grace, He accepts it to bless. And it is for that reason He says that you surrender to me, you respect me, so I will bless you. Nacha prakrit janadattena manena tav kaschid utkarsho bhaved. If a materialistic person gives you some respect, it does not bring any greatness in you, any change. Apitu mana pradatur evetya. But only the person who is giving respect to you, he becomes glorious. It is he that who gains something, not you. And then he gives an example for this. Yadyat yamiyam manam pujam bhagavate vidadhita kuriyat tat sammana atmane swasmi swapkarshaya bhavat. Whatever respect, whatever worship or puja you give to the Lord, it actually comes back to you. It is for your greatness. Yatha mukhashri mukhe krita tilakadi shobha pratimukasya pratibimbasya bhavet natu pratibimbe krita pratibimba. So just as if you decorate the face, then the face reflected in the mirror also becomes decorated. But if you try to decorate the reflected face, then it won't work. So therefore those people who are not devotees and they are trying to gain respect, they won't get it. But if you give respect to the Lord, then you will get respect. So that is the meaning that Brahmana, with all these good qualities, cannot purify himself. Because these good qualities are devoid of bhakti. Means he is only using them for himself. He is just like a person trying to decorate the reflection without decorating the original object. So bhakti therefore is the only thing which brings good quality in a person, because it actually decorates the Lord and then it reflects in you. So that's why bhakti brings all good quality. It's a very nice example he gives. Very easy to understand. So the meaning is, if we try to do anything for ourselves independently, try to become happy independently, then it will be a failure. As we can see in our own lives and others' lives, and actually in the whole world, this is what is happening. People are not happy because they are not devoted. But if people become devoted, then happiness will flow. So this is a very wonderful prayer by Prahlad. I'll stop here if there is any question.
Please repeat these 5 causes of trouble for non-devotees. You will mention these 5 causes of trouble for non-devotees: wealth, and knowledge,
High birth and ignorance.
and ignorance. So you were saying ignorance, you said power, they misuse the power to give trouble to others.
Yes.
And the other 4 things, wealth to
Wealth to
you become proud.
proud. And if you have strength, you harass others.
So that's power.
Physical strength. If you have physical strength, then you trouble others.
And knowledge,
Debate.
debate,
Try to put others down.
argue.
Argue.
Life, right.
Krishna was told that I love not my devotees, but devotees of my devotees. And if I have some devotees, not president, but he one day take money and go out from the temple. But I think that he devotees, all devotees, and this maybe 1 year, 2 year, I have service to this man. This my years, my solar is kind of finished, 0, not effect for spiritual progress. Because this devotee is not was devotees, but I have solar to him. My solar not give me spiritual progress. I must service only good devotees, not imitation. But I have spiritual power if I say or have someone not devotees are imitation. I don't know that he not devotees. What question? I have progress in this year.
So what is your question?
The question, 1 year I have someone to not devotees.
You have?
But here, I had, ahead, in 5 years before. But he go out from the temple with money. My spiritual progress was during this year or not. Really, my soul
If you do sincerely, then you will get progress, and what he is doing, he will get his result.
Krishna sees that I am.
Once you know that he is not a devotee, then you should not serve. But if you believe that he is a devotee and he was also doing some devotional activities, even if it was imitation, so then you will benefit.
Yes. Is this truth or not that I listen that in India possible marriage to the dog? In animals, possible government marriage for animals between man and animal.
Man and animal, I don't know.
No? I listen one rich cinema star from Hollywood, marriage very big boss, businessman, but he was very old, and he was died, but he problem conflict, and he all money give for his little dog.
No, that is will, that is not marriage.
But she knows his laws in India. It's TV, I saw TV, and she go to India and marry his dog, and when the dog is died, she take money to him. I should like the Indian marriage dog. Really animal. This TV speak spoke.
You have to say the Indian constitution allows that.
This is not available in India. This laws no.
There is marriage between dogs.
Dogs and the man.
Dog and man I have never heard.
Oh, Paramatma is everywhere. Who is this? We are school to see in the dogs Paramatma.
Paramatma is not married.
So, speaking of the dogs, I have a question about the dog eaters. So this purification of the whole dynasty of the dog eater occurs because he engages them in bhakti, or it's just a genealogical...
Because he will influence them. Because of his influence. He will purify them.
So now in this verse is also quoted in Bhakti Samparva, where Jiva Goswami also adds that even though he has the bhakti, he still has to learn the practice. Before he can perform a yagya or be qualified to do anything, he has to actually follow the sadhaja.
Yeah, that is actually, the verse is different. That is verse from Kapila's teachings. Yeah, that is what he is saying. Saying that Samnaya Kalpate. So Sadhya Samnaya Kalpate. He becomes immediately qualified for performing yagya. Yes. Jivagre Vartate Namatubhyam. So there the meaning is that Jiva Goswami said that he becomes respectable like a person who performs yagya. To do the yagya, he has to have the requisite qualification.
So,
because how will he do yagya? He doesn't know how to do it. He has to learn it, and if he has to learn, he cannot learn if he is not born in the family.
so the dog eater who is surrendered, he practices properly the process which he has to have learned from the Guru.
Yeah, but process, he doesn't have to do yagya. Why he has to do yagya?
Yeah, I mean, yes, he may do deity worship, he may...
Yeah, of course. What is the meaning of being devotee?
So it's not just that, he gives up dog eating and he says, well, I'm surrendered.
This takes to devotion full-hearted.
He really has to go through the practice.
Hanuman eating the Rakshasas. Hanuman is devoted, but is breakfast many Rakshasas in Ramayana, fighting. He wrote that he eating. Maybe he only
He is only vegetarian.
but he may be killed.
No one